We are back with another episode of teaching YouTubers how to paint. He's a wonderful, wholesome, talented, creative individual, RevKev.
Wow, you're very kind in your introduction.
I totally forgot that RevKev and I have streamed before, and
Right.
so I'm like, hey, it's great to meet you. It's this awesome meeting you for the first time. It's like, wait a minute.
Well, and then I had a seniors moment going, oh my goodness, maybe this is the first time I'm meeting her. I thought for sure I did, but maybe not.
Guys, we are going to be doing a Superman chibi. We're going to move Sir to the side. I'm going to be grabbing my 1-inch flat brush, and the background's going to be really simple, really fun, really easy. It's just the sky. I'm going to do just a little bit of waves of blue, and again, there's no wrong way to do this. Everybody's going to do it slightly different, and there's no wrong way to paint a sky.
Are you
For
sure?
those, yes, I am sure. I have painted
Okay.
many a sky, sir. Yes, I have. I mean, you ever looked at the sky and been like, it just doesn't look like the sky tonight. The clouds are just
No,
off.
I guess that's a good point.
If we know our color theory, yellow and blue make green.
Green.
So unless we want a sick, Superman. we'll just-
Kryptonite poison.
Kryptonite point. Well, we could. Who's RevKev? Are you like a mechanic?
Exactly. No,
Rev-
I wish it was because I owned a really cool sports car. That would be nice. So I'm a pastor. And RevKev was the nickname that our youth pastor gave me 14 years ago.
So like your congregation refers to you as RevKev?
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
if only-
probably the
Yeah.
coolest pastoral name ever.
It's like when people call me Pastor Kevin, I don't know who they're talking to. Pastor Kevin, it's like, dude, it's okay.
He'd be like, listen, I have built a YouTube career off this name.
Exactly.
It's okay.
This is my retirement plan now. I've got a whole retirement plan. Well, and it's fun because then I started digging out. I'm trying to see if I can find them right here. They were literally right here. If you remember, the old Star Wars 45 records, like the 3 original trilogies, and it still has the old records kind of in the back of them here. And then I found these old Star Wars pop-up books.
Oh,
So
man.
these were the original from like the 70s and 80s. Kind of pop-up books were pretty sad back then. We got like Luke Skywalker. Whoop.
Oh, that's so cool. Interactive books. Listening to the story, and it was just amazing. The story, I Jedi. It was like a used store or whatever, but it had like a collection of Star Wars stuff. And they saw that they had I Jedi with the cover
Oh.
that I wanted. And I was like, oh God, I want it. I'm going to go get it. And I turned it over. And I don't know about you, but it said Disney on the back. And
Yeah.
I was like, I can't.
And that's what I did for my collection, was to make sure that I never had the Legends banner on any of the books.
Yes, I don't want that freaking nonsense on my book. You were also saying that you do health. You don't do, I hope it's not disrespectful. You're not doing like yoga, is it? What is it?
No, so I don't do yoga. I do something that's called DDPY. Now people are gonna say, what does the Y stand for? And well, the Y stands for yoga, but it ain't yoga.
Okay.
He created this program when he broke his back. And his wife told him, you gotta do yoga, and he's like, he's the guy who wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga.
Right.
And so he threw the stretches of yoga, like just the regular stretches of it, and through sports rehabilitation therapy and calisthenic workouts, and he combined it all together and created this workout program. Which when it first came out, it was actually called YRG, which stood for Yoga for Regular Guys, for guys who wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga.
Doing yoga.
It's hard to work out when you have pain. Like I've had chronic back pain for pretty much most of my adult life. Yeah, but it was not debilitating. I could still function, and no one knew about it because I could just suck it up.
Because he's a man
wife,
that doesn't do yoga.
I'm just, exactly. And even my doctor told me you should do yoga. Like, no, not happening. I'm not for all the tea in China. Like, I don't do yoga. And then during the lockdowns, I started doing it, and I've dropped 60 pounds. My back pain is gone. My gut issues are gone. I've been so blessed by it. It's like, well, I'm going to get certified as an instructor and as a coach, because I'm a big believer in passing on the blessings that we receive. Yeah, I just like to help other people. I've been blessed in my wellness journey, and so how can I help other people in theirs?
Or would you rather be in the woods with a bear or a man? This question is meant to trap you. Like, there is no context about that question. Like, a lot of women love bears
They're sort of
because
cute.
because they're thank you because they're cute. You just immediately, for a lot of us, we just kind of think of Winnie the Pooh or Baloo the bear or
Exactly.
something.
He's gonna sing the bare necessities. then,
Cute and
like,
cuddly, yeah.
let's go. Yeah. Yeah.
What's this bear? Are we talking Winnie the Pooh? Are we talking Paddington? And who's this guy? Are we talking Steve Irwin, Mr. Rogers? Like, these are the questions I need to know. Because if I'm going to have the opportunity to hang out with a bear or with Mr. Rogers, I'm taking Mr. Rogers. Now, if this man is Michael Myers, I'm hanging out with the bear.
A serious question. How should a Christian approach yoga? That's why I say I don't do yoga. Right?
Okay.
So people will say, well, just by doing the position, you are opening yourself up to the spiritual. That's what some people would argue.
Yeah,
now,
I get that.
You gotta look at your conscience, and if your conscience is like, I shouldn't do this, listen to your conscience. Always go with that, because God might be calling you to not do it. However, there is nothing in our Bible that tells us standing in a certain position opens ourselves up to demons. The worship of anything is always a posture of the heart. You cannot. Jesus is stronger than anything, so you can't be tricked into welcoming a demon into your life if you have the Holy Spirit.
Everything in this world is a branch off, or is it a bastardization of something that God intended? And so that's where I stand, at least with yoga. It's like what is your intention?
Yeah.
What are you studying? Are you studying yoga? Or are you studying Hinduism?
And so when I'm doing these stretches, or if I'm teaching my class, I'm very adamant. I don't teach yoga. It comes with a stigma among Christians, and I get it. And then again, if that's your conscience, then follow that. God might be calling you to not participate in anything.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever got? Look both ways before you cross the street. Don't do drugs.
Well, I feel like I should quote a Bible verse or something like that. But you know what? Again, on my wellness journey that I've been on in the last 4 years, one of the things that Diamond Dallas Page always says is, you say you can or you say you can't, you're right. And so that has been kind of the way I've been trying to improve my mental health, my spiritual walk with the Lord, and my physical wellness. Just because I can't do it today doesn't mean I can't do it tomorrow.
If you would like to see the full episode, be sure to head over to my Patreon, where you can unlock some exclusive content.